And good morning. Yes, this is my new license plate for my Cybertruck. It's sitting on the Ford Lightning as a hold. Once I get my Cybertruck, it's going on the Cybertruck. We've got a big day. Let's hit the road. I am headed up to Richard's. We're going to have a cup of coffee, shoot the breeze, head over to the QCWA, or Quarter Century Wireless Association lunch meeting. And then I'm going to do some more testing here with the car scanner on DC fast charging. So stay tuned. The leaves are getting to it. Wow, look at this. Almost looks like midsummer now. All these green trees and leaves everywhere. They'll just fill out. We'll have even more. Just heading up I-26 now, up the Saluda grade.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, they're advertising all over the place.
We have.
We had a decent turnout here. A few of us are down here shooting the bull, and we're done. We are just leaving lunch, headed back to Richard's place here. Broken clouds, weather's nice. Temperature reads 83 on the vehicle here. I'm just leaving Hendersonville and we're on the way to the closest DC fast charger located down near Saluda. It's on the way home. Interesting thing about the Hendersonville area, there are 2 DC fast chargers shown on PlugShare. One of them is broken, a big surprise. And the second one is located at a car dealership, at a Chevy dealer. I'm in a Ford. I don't know if they would think kindly of me going there to charge or not. Headed down to the Saluda DC fast charger. It should be a Shell recharge, which I have an account, and it'll allow me to test the car scanner that I set up and see if it's showing the charge current properly.
Be in the right lane, then take exit 59 towards Saluda.
Just getting off here at the exit. I put in the nav.
Turn right on Hilbert Cove Road, then take the first right.
This is the closest DC fast charger to my house. We'll get off here and connect it up and have a look at the...
Turn right on Hilbert Cove Road, then take the first right.
Golly, I know.
In 700 feet,
Shut
turn
up.
right on Howard Gap Road.
Dang. Talk about chatty Cathy. It's located at the Marathon station here in the back. See if we can get hooked up and give it a shot. All right, here we are. They look operational. Let's see what happens. Okay, here we are. Put it in park. Now, what I'm going to do is go ahead and enable it. You won't get to see that. I have an app on my phone. And once I get it running, I'll hook it up and then we'll take a look here on Car Scanner and see what it looks like for our charge current. Wow, this is one of the largest charge cords I've seen. Don't think it's been used much. All right, let me get it hooked up here. This is Shell under Green Locks, and I think I have an app set up. So let's see if I do. It says charging on my app, and it looks like I'm up from 54%, but I see nothing here. Let's have a look at the video now. I'm going to go ahead and I'll just leave this run. It's kind of weird because I'm recording twice. This is the binnacle. We are hooked up. I have no idea what's it say. 73 kilowatts there on the charger, showing 55%. Now, can you tell me, and be honest, are we charging or are we not charging? Apparently, Ford thinks that it's okay if you look right there. That was symbol with the plug and the battery that indicates we're charging. I have no indication other than watching the state of charge increase that it's actually charging. All right, well now at this point, let's have a look at the new car scanner app and see what it looks like. All right, we're connected. Let's have a look at our new dashboard here. Yeah, so look at that. As we saw from the previous video, we can look at all of these parameters. I'm assuming that we're charging well. Let's start at the top left. We currently have a displayed 57% state of charge. I'm looking at the binnacle, and indeed it's 57%. The battery reports a state of charge of something less. As you can see, we're charging. It's counting up. High voltage battery power. Now, when it shows negative like this, what this means is that we're charging at 73 kilowatts, and that kind of jives with what's on the charger itself. It says 74. I'm assuming it's rounded up. Second row on the left, it shows our battery voltage, 371 volts. We've got a battery current of just about 200 amps, 197.4 amps we're charging at. The battery temperature is a little warmer. Obviously, we were driving at 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Over here in the blue, we have the DC high voltage charger in. That means that the charger is actually generating the same voltage that's on the battery pack. If you look at the black cell directly above it, you can actually see that. We're charging that's coming from the charger. We have 202 amps coming from the charger. You notice we're losing a little bit of power, and I suspect that's something here in the vehicle. Battery pack charge over there on the right says remaining charge is the same as the other top left and the second cell to the right. You notice in the red cells we're showing 0. Why? Because we're charging with DC. We're not charging with AC. The red is AC. The light blue is DC. And in the lower right-hand corner, we get with a kind of a titanium color, that's showing the EV charger power. We saw in the last video that it charged with power from the AC line, which matched the charger input. Well, I would have to say that this setup here in the car scanner is accurate. I'm seeing all of these things that I expected when I set it up. So when I compare it against what's visible on the binnacle here in the Ford Lightning, you can easily see that having more information is of benefit. Is it of benefit to the common guy that drives the vehicle? Maybe not. Maybe they just don't care. I had a discussion with Richard today, and it's his feeling that a lot of people just don't care. They pull up to a gas station, they put the nozzle in the vehicle, they press the button and then sit there until it's full or stops or something like that. They don't care. They don't count the time. You know, CV guys are a little different. We're, of course, trying to charge and get on down the road. And as I explained yesterday, having a defective charger when you pull up to it could mean the difference of hours of charge time. Having the knowledge of how much it's charging compared to what the screen, if available, on the actual DC fast charger, not all screens are either visible or show the actual charge power. I think we've accomplished our goal. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect now since I'll charge this at home on AC. No need to charge anymore. I have proved that the car scanner is accurate, that the Ford Lightning has all the information that needs to be displayed. Now, they may argue and say, no, we just want it simple. Well, if you just want it simple, then do this. Make an entry in the setup that says advanced. If you go down and click it, It will then show the charge power and possibly the voltage and the battery remaining state of charge that's shown in kilowatts rather than in percentage up on the binnacle. This gives the best of both worlds. The average guy that gets in his truck doesn't care, fine. The guy that wants to know more, he goes into the setup and clicks the advanced and it shows up on the binnacle and you got a winner. Let's get this thing unplugged. And what is some kind of a big cord? It's all right. Let's see if I can shove it in the back there. No use running it over. And that's it. That's about it for today's run. Did a good lunch with the guys and then finished up a DC fast charge session, which proved that my car scanner setup is right on the money. I'll be using that setup when I take the Lightning out and do charging on the road. It's very handy to know all that information. If you liked today's video, go ahead and give me a like, and if you would, please subscribe. There's a lot more coming. Thank you for watching. I'll look for you in the next videos, and take care. How do I keep the Ford Lightning looking good? As you can see the dust, maybe you can't. You can kind of see it there. It has a layer of dust everywhere. And in order to keep the finish as bright and nice as possible, we need to get this dust off. And how do I do that when I come home? I use the California duster. Yeah, it looks like a normal mop, but it's on the end of this handle. I go over everything and it keeps the dust off, and next time I drive it, it looks pretty dang good. All right, I'm gonna go over the whole car. And before you freak out, this has a full PPF wrap, and it has ceramic coating over the top of that. So I'm not going to scratch anything, but I am going to get all this dust off.